What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be doing Nami from One Piece in her Wano costume. So I think it's Nami. I think that's the other name it has. So it's the blue sort of dress. So I'm on landscape orientation paper. Use a pencil and an eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. So we'll start with her eyes. And she's kind of in 3/4 pose. So her head is kind of turned away from us, right? So center point to my page is about here. Come up over to the right hand side. So 3/4 pose means you have one eye that's smaller than the other, okay? So we'll start with the small eye. So we'll just curve a line over like this. And then we want to thicken it up a little bit. Like so. And then we'll add some eyelashes. So like quite long eyelashes. Like that, 4 of them usually. And then her iris, so oval, sort of coming down underneath this eye here. Like so. And then her pupil, another oval. Inside, and you just color it black. Like so. Right, so under there we have a line just for her bottom eyelid, quite small, like so. So then her nose and her eyebrow on this, right? So they're kind of joined nearly. So her nose is like real close to her eye here, curves around it, and then goes in to there. And we have a nostril somewhere, just like a dot just there. And then her eyebrow kind of joins, nearly joins this line. So it like curves across here. And maybe a little bit thicker on the bottom end of it, right? So it's nearly one line, but there's a little bit of a gap. And then maybe an eyelid line just on top, curving like so. So we come over and do our other eye. So just over here, this is the big one, right? So the big eye. So we're about the width of this eye over. So whatever width this eye is, the top eyelid of it will go between both of them. It'll fit inside here. That's where the next eye starts. And then we curve a line over. Now this eye is the big eye, so it's bigger than the other one, wider. It's probably the same height, but it's just wider. And then her eyelashes. On top. And then her iris. So again, oval type of eye, just there, and then her iris inside. Like so. Right, so then the bottom of her eye, her bottom eyelid, just here, curves around. Then her eyebrow, so kind of ticks up from here, just goes back this way. Like so. And then we give her eyelid line just here. Right, so smiling mouth, right? So it starts just underneath the nose here. So just curved line, smiling that way. Kind of simple, like so. Then her chin, just down here. So we're in 3/4 pose, so that means we can see like the side of her face on this side and then some of her jaw here, right? So the jaw will go back that way. We kind of stop because we meet some hair here. But then her face on this side, right? So it curves out for her cheek. So we curve it out. It goes around her cheek here. Like so. And then this will stick out for her brow. And then this comes in for her forehead. And then we kind of curve it this way for hair, okay? Right, so she has, speaking of hair, so she has a fringe, right, that comes down across her forehead. So it just kind of comes down in these spike lines. Like so. We go back this way. And we bring it down, back up. Into here. And then she has like a long piece of hair that stick down the side of her face. So that comes down to here. And then this goes back. This goes up pretty tall up to there. And then we have a long piece coming down this side of her head as well. Kind of gets a bit curly down here, so it like sticks out to a spike and goes back. Like so. And then a little bit more hair here. And then this goes up and around for the top of her head. And this goes all the way around, back down to here. And we can see her ear just in here. Curves around. Down, and I think we got a little earring just down here. Okay, so then bones and ligaments on the inside of her ear. So, and then maybe some hairlines then again inside here. Just gonna fix this line here. I think I made it a bit too thick. Okay, so her neck comes down from her chin just at the front, so we curve it down to there. And then, so her kimono then comes down the front, so it's going to curve around here. Real big curving line, right, coming down this way. And then the other side of it, so it goes up like so. And it comes out a little bit at the back of her hair there. And then I think we have a shadow underneath her chin just here. Like so. Right, so she has her hand on her shoulder here, but her other shoulder is kind of normal, sticking off this way. So we'll do the normal shoulder first. So this comes down to there. And then we curve it around like so. And we meet a waistband just here, right? So comes around this way. So I went a bit long with that line, but I'll erase it in a minute. And then like her body, her back comes along here. So this is her waistband, and it's a double line, and then comes down to there, like so. So I'll just erase this line and maybe this one. Right, so then her chest. So sticks out here just from below her hair, curves around. This is just the top of her dress, and then her shoulder pad or shoulder strap comes up here and then goes back in towards her neck, like so. So then her arm sticks out, comes down. Real long, skinny arm. Right, real elongated proportions in one piece. So then this elbow sticks down this way, and her bicep, there's no real muscle or anything, it's just a line here and then curves down like so. And then she has a tattoo on her arm, so you can just see the side of it just here. Like with these little hooks. Like that, right. So the other arm then, right, so her chest on this side sort of goes just here, and then her arm, or her strap for her clothing, comes down like here. Right, and then her bicep, or the side of her arm, just comes down here. So what we can see of her arm that comes up to her wrist, right? So it like comes up here and then goes to the wrist and in, and then the other side comes down around into there. So like real skinny. And then her hand comes across this way. And this is like the palm of her hand, and it's like resting on her shoulder. Just comes up here. And then her fingers are quite thin as well, like, and long. So it just comes up to there. And then we have a fingernail on top. So it just comes around like a fingernail just there. And then this finger goes back. Take your time with hands now, hit pause. Hands can be tricky. And then the knuckle down to there. So then the next finger comes up, down, fingernail again on top, and the bottom of her finger goes down into that one. And I think we can see just a little bit of the underside of that finger here. Like that, right. So 2 down, 2 to go. Next finger kind of starts, we'll start it here. And again, fingernail. Finger comes back, down, like so. And then so the other finger joins the back of the hand. So the back of the hand comes up this way. Joins this finger comes out, down. Around to here. Like so. And then finger goes real long back this way and then down. Right, and then her arm, shoulder comes down that way. Very thin as well. And then her shoulder kimono line just there. And then she has a bow tying her hair together, right? So it's like just this bumpy sort of line here. Behind her ear, might have some lines on it. And then the big part of the bow sticks out here. And there and there. And maybe like some hairlines here. And there's some hair that flows down her behind her back and her arms here. Sticks out that way. There. And there's some patterns on this dress. So like we've a line for the side of her chest there. And then there's another line for the inside of that kimono, just there. And then there's flowers. Very simple sort of flowers. You could do these anyway now, it doesn't have to be exactly like mine. You don't have to do them at all, of course. You could just leave it as a plain blue kimono, but if you're looking for the authentic Wano look, these are what they look like. A lot of characters in One Piece have these flowers on their clothing. I can't remember now who, but I remember drawing them like that before. We got these chevrons down here, these sort of V sort of symbols. I think that's what you call V symbols, like chevrons. Up and down, zigzag lines. That. Then there's a bow tied behind her back there. That's hair, and I think that's everything. That's how to draw Nami. Oh wait, collarbone and a line for her chest, just there. Collarbone and chest line. Okay, that's how to draw Nami in her 1-0 costume. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.